Hello everyone! Today we're going to work on a cup that I made for myself. Halloween is my favorite, and so I made myself a Halloween cup. So what I did first is I spray painted the cup with white paint. I let that dry, and then I spray painted it with this fluorescent pink from Krylon. If you spray paint it white first, the pink will be brighter, more vibrant. And then after that, we are going to put on a very thin layer of epoxy. That way we can adhere our glitter. Make sure you heat up your cup, that way the epoxy glides on super smooth. And after that, we're going to move into glitter. And so I just have a few different glitters that I just wanted to, I just wanted a bunch of different, I don't know how to explain it. I didn't want it to all be the same. So I started off with Cool Mom, and that one's from Peachy Olive Glitters. And then these other ones are from somebody I don't think sells glitter anymore. So I just started with my chunkier cut first, and then I worked down to my super fine cut. The last one I use is Bubbly Toes, and that one's also from Peachy Olive. But you can use whatever glitter you have on hand, or whatever colors you like also. Once we have our glitter on, we're going to let the cup sit and cure. And then I did 2 coats of epoxy, and then I took it outside, and I'm going to do the power wash method. So I have my Dawn power wash, and that first big spot that I did, that's where my decal is going to go. And then I just, squirt it. I like to do it more finely, but you can do it however you want. And then I spray painted it black. Remember, where the power wash soap is, the paint will not stick to. And after we have that covered, I'm just going to rinse that off, and then we're going to let that sit and dry. After that's dry, I'm going to go in and put my decals on. What you see here with the bows and the bats, I decided I wanted to put those on just like randomly around the cup. The purpley pinky color, that is just for the outline, like an offset. But I'm going to put this decal on here first. So you are going to see me put these bows and these bats on, and I'm going to get all finished. And then I decide I do not like it. So I left this in here though, so you guys can see what it did look like, just for some inspiration or whatever. So I do end up changing it to just these little bow bats. They're pretty cute. So you'll see that here soon. And this skull decal that I put on, I got from Vinyl Fun. It's local to me. I will link that below for you. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was too crowded maybe, and the way I placed them on angles and stuff, I don't know. I just did not like it. I wasn't feeling it. So I made them a little bit smaller and then just used these cute little bow bats. And I just put a few on here and there. And I think it looks much better. And then I decided some neon green splatters would look really cute. So I did that. And I decided I wanted to add some glow-in-the-dark powder. So that's what's in that tube. My paint wouldn't come out. Look what I pulled out of here. Look how nasty that is. Gross. So I did add the glow-in-the-dark powder. I'm not sure why I didn't just do the glow-in-the-dark powder mixed with some Mod Podge maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought this was the best way to do it, so this is how I did it. It does end up being a little thick after I get this mixed up, so I did add just a little splash, a couple drops of water just to get it to where I can flick it onto the cup. After I did this, I decided that it looked kind of unfinished. So I took a popsicle stick and got some of that paint mixture on it and just like tapped it in spots because I thought it would look more like if I was like splatter painting it, you know, which is the look that I was going for. Now it's time to start on our drip. So what I have here is black paint and some metallic black mica. That I got that from Stone Coat Countertop. Yeah. But I think they might get their stuff from Alumilite. I'm not sure. But so I'm just going to add a little bit of this mica in, and then I'm going to add some paint. We're going to get that mixed up, and then we wait. So I went and did the dishes and cleaned up some stuff and came back to check on it, and it still wasn't ready. And I think it took like an hour and a half maybe. I'm not sure. This is where I came to check on it, and it looks like it might be ready, but it's not ready because I got it on the popsicle stick and I held it up and it was still moving off of the stick too fast for me. So I let it sit for a little while longer until it was barely moving. Here we are. It seems like it's finally ready. Look at that. Isn't that weird? So weird. But, so, I think it's ready. So we're going to go ahead and get this on the cup. I know the more paint you use, the stringier it will be. Is that a word? The more stringy it will be. So I don't know if that's why it was looking like that. It could have been. And I usually start with not a ton because it's easier to add than it is to take away. So I just add a little and then I look at it and see where I want the drips to drip more, to like go further down the cup. Now I don't like my drips to go very far. I like them to stay closer to the top, but that's just my preference. So you just, eyeball it. If you see a spot that needs more, add a little more, and then that will drip further. Once you have everything like you want it, give it a minute. Watch what it's gonna do. You can give it a little bit of heat, pop the bubbles, and then let it go. Just see what it's gonna do, because I added too much heat and my drips got a little longer than I wanted. Don't be like me. Don't keep adding heat. Don't torch it a bunch. I don't know what I was thinking. It wasn't moving, I felt like, but then it did. So just give it some time and see what it's going to do before you put too much heat, because then you might be in trouble. So what you have to do, if you do give it too much heat or you put it on and it wasn't thick enough for you yet, you have to babysit it. So I had to babysit mine. So I had to keep turning my cup upside down and letting the drip go back the other way, and then turn it back over and let the drip go back the other way. So I had to keep doing that. But I mean, luckily mine didn't get too far, didn't get too out of hand. Just the two front ones kind of covered my decal a little bit, and I didn't like that. But yeah, just be careful. The next day, after my drip was cured, I did one more coat of epoxy, and here it is outside in the brightness. I love the way this turned out. I'm super excited, can't wait to use it. Make sure to give this a thumbs up, guys, and subscribe. Thank you.